Hi everyone. So are you planning to upgrade your motorcycle or looking for the dream cruiser, but you are a little concerned because the cruiser looks a little heavier and bigger compared to your body weight and size? So I would like to share my experience when I got this one as my first motorcycle. There are a few challenges when the bike is a little heavier, but it's not the end of the world. So I would share my experience how I handled this one. So last year I got my MSF certification and I was looking for a bike, and initially I was thinking to get a sport bike like Yamaha R3 or Ninja 300, something like that. But many people suggested me, why don't I start with a cruiser because of the low seat height. And as a beginner, having a seat height lower and being able to touch the ground with your feet will give you more confidence, and confidence is the most important thing that you need as a beginner. So this is Honda VTX 1300R. It is a 2005 model. So this is a 17-year-old bike when I bought it, and I got it only for like $3,000. This is the best bang for buck. So this bike weighs around 740 pounds with all the fluid in it, and my weight is 125 pound. So you can see that it's almost 6 times of my weight. So that doesn't make much of difference anyway, so it's all about control. But there are certain cases when the weight will be apparent to you, especially if you are not bigger and stronger. So first let's talk about the seat height. So my inseam is around 29 inch and this is 26.5 inch the seat height. So as you can see, I can really flat foot with my bent knee from the both sides. So this is a very comfortable sitting posture. Now let's talk about the weight. So when the weight will be apparent? First, yes, when the bike is on the stand, when you are taking it up, you have to put a little bit more effort taking it up, but after a little bit of practice, it will be a second nature. Second thing, if you are in a gravel area where your foot, you cannot place your foot in a firm ground like wet or slippery or gravel, and if the bike leans more than maybe 10 degrees, then it will become a little heavier to hold it on one foot. And if it is slippery or gravelly, then yeah, it will be very difficult because your foot will start skidding in one side and the bike will try to fall on that side. So try to avoid standing in a place where you cannot firmly put your foot on the ground. Next, as long as the bike is running on a straight line, like most of the people will say, the bike will carry its own weight. The weight will not, you won't feel the weight at all. So, but if you have to remember that in slow turn and slow maneuver in traffic or quickly making your way, you need to have more practice, because that is when the weight will be little apparent. And another important thing I would like to mention that I learned in a hard way: if you are taking a right turn, for example, you are approaching a signal and there is a right turn and you are looking to left to make sure if any car is coming or not. So your handle is tilted to the right, your body is leaned to a right, and you saw something is coming and you grab brake. What will happen? You're stopping the bike when the bike is already leaned, and instantly the bike will start to fall on and you cannot keep the weight on your one foot. So make sure that, as it is a heavier bike, so make sure that when you are taking a right turn or left turn, before pressing brake, straighten up your handle, look straight, and then press the brake. Do not press brake when your bike is already leaned and looking in another direction. Then the moment the bike stops, you will realize the weight on one side and you may drop the bike at that point. For car, the thing is different. You can press brake in your car looking anywhere. You don't have to make your body alignment and anything. But the same thing if you try to do with the bike, yeah, it will be a little difficult for a heavier bike. When I got the bike, to accustom myself with the weight, I used to take the bike out every day after 9 p.m. around between 9 to 10 in my neighborhood when there are not many cars and foot traffic. Slowly I started between first, second, third gear in first few days. Then after 1 week I graduated to third and fourth gear. I didn't really go to the interstate until after the first 3 weeks. I was not confident enough with all the big cars moving around me. But being a heavy bike, it will be much firm on the highways. Even with the windy situation, you won't feel really like being thrown out of the road. All right, so I'm gonna take the bike for a spin. So hope you enjoy the ride, and if you have any question about the bike or about the learning experience as a new rider, to let me know. Thanks.